the Earthworks Icon Pro XLR. Earthworks says the fastest XLR streaming microphone built for broadcasters, gamers, podcasters, content creators. Now, some of you may know that the microphone reviews I've done have been exclusively, really, about microphones for singing. This one, it would seem, is not designed for singing. So my first thoughts were, what's likely to be the difference? To that end, I have some categories regarding a stage mic, which I'm used to, studio mic, which I'm used to, and then I want to see whether I think they apply to this. This is kind of a pre-review because I'd like to ask you to leave in the comments any suggestions as to the kind of things I might look at when I come to review it. So then, looking at stage, studio, and then broadcast microphone. For stage, I like a full, flat frequency response from 40-ish up to wherever I can hear. 20, they say. A lot of them go more. Same for the studio. Does that apply to a broadcast mic, do you think? I also like clarity, speed, definition in a stage mic and in a studio mic. And does that apply here? The stage mic for me needs to be reasonably robust. I'm not prone to dropping them, having said that. Never say never, eh? Studio mic probably doesn't need to be quite as robust. It needs to be reasonably. And what about a broadcast mic? SPL, handling loud sounds. Stage mic, you might scream into it. Studio mic, you might scream into it. Does it apply to a broadcast microphone? I like proximity effect, clean. Stage, I like in the studio as well. Does proximity effect matter for this type of microphone? I'll look at that. Pops, breath noise, obviously very much for a stage mic, typically quite close. Studio mic, you've got the option of a filter screen. What about this? Handling noise. Important for a stage mic, of course. Studio mic, usually in a suspension, but some that are prone to handling noise, I've noticed even in the suspension, the slightest something on the floor can come through. And what about this? Tight polar pattern. Obviously for a stage mic with feedback and so on. Studio mic, to some extent maybe, depending on what you're doing. You might want omni and figure of eight and all the rest of it, but if you're doing the vocal, if it's cardioid and making it cardioid doesn't affect the sound, then you're probably better off with that, depending on your room. What about for this though? Depends how you use it, I guess. Hand holdability might seem a strange one. Obviously for a stage mic. Studio mic, I like to hand hold if I can. Many you can't. But the SV33, that's how I use it. This, will you be taking it out, doing interviews? Maybe. I don't know. You let me know, perhaps. And then lastly, could it be used for stage and studio too? Well, this isn't an inexpensive mic, so it might be useful to have one mic that can fulfill several functions. So I plan then to look at whether this could be used, certainly for studio singing, vocals, even for stage. I don't know if I'll be able to test that actually these days, as you know. And I can't use it on other voices either at the moment. But nonetheless. Anyway, that's my plan in preparing the review. And if there's something you think I've missed or you have any other ideas, then please leave them in the comments and I'll see if I can incorporate that into the review. I thank you in advance and wish you a good day.